Foods that change your body odor. We all know that when our body heats up, we sweat more. This is a natural mechanism to help us stay cool. However, while sweating is a healthy process, when combined with certain foods, the side effect isn't always pleasant. Yes, we're talking about body odor. Why does sweat smell? Sweat itself actually has no odor. The smell comes from the interaction between sweat and the bacteria on your skin. That's why sweating more doesn't necessarily mean you'll smell worse. According to Professor Johan Lundström, an expert in olfaction at Sweden's Karolinska Institutet, body odor depends on many factors. Our body odors are the result of a mixture of compounds secreted by different sweat glands, such as apocrine and eccrine glands, he explains. This is partly influenced by our genes, hygiene, and the bacteria on our skin, as well as environmental factors like humidity, temperature, and air pressure. He also adds that what we eat can play an important role. Foods that make body odor stronger. We don't fully know to what extent food affects body odor, but we do know which foods are more likely to have an impact. People who eat a lot of meat tend to have a worse body odor compared to those who follow a plant-based diet, says Lundström. Someone who loves garlic will also likely have stronger smelling sweat. Garlic and meat are rich in sulfur. After consumption, these compounds are released from the body in different ways, one of them being sweat. Asparagus and various spices also contain chemicals that enter the bloodstream and are later secreted through the skin. In fact, most substances that enter your bloodstream can, in some way, be released through body odor. Can your diet make you smell more attractive? There's limited research on foods that improve body odor, but some studies offer clues. One study conducted at Macquarie University in Australia asked 43 male participants to wear cotton t-shirts for 48 hours after showering without using deodorant. The result? Men who consumed more fruits and vegetables were found to have more pleasant-smelling sweat. Diets rich in fats, meat, and eggs also showed some positive results. However, those who consumed more carbohydrates tended to have stronger, less pleasant body odor. A smaller study on women found that those on a strict calorie restriction diet had less pleasant body odor compared to before and after the diet. Men rated the scent of women as more attractive once they resumed normal calorie intake. Should you change your diet for better body odor? You may have seen suggestions online, like drinking pineapple juice to smell better, but the UK's National Health Service, NHS, does not recommend specific foods to control body odor, aside from avoiding strong-smelling and spicy foods. Lundström suggests that instead of focusing too much on diet, it's easier to use deodorants and perfumes. He also emphasizes that strong body odor isn't always perceived negatively. What is considered an acceptable body odor varies across cultures, he explains. The same smell can be perceived very differently depending on the context. For example, body odor at the gym or with a loved one is experienced differently than sitting next to a stranger on a bus, where cleanliness is more important. And one more thing, your natural body scent might actually be attractive to a potential partner.